here on how to meal prep. My audio didn't come through, so I'm redoing this kind of ghetto style off a Twitch thing. So what I did is I preheated my oven to 425 degrees, and I pulled out my rice cooker, and I already have a clean rice bowl I'm showing you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and make about a cup of white rice. Normally I would make brown rice, but brown rice I just don't have any right now, and I just have white. So white rice tastes better, and it just definitely tastes way better than brown rice. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make the white rice. What I basically do is I'm going to pour exactly 1 cup of white rice. It's kind of difficult to do this because I was recording with a cell phone at the time. So I apologize about the shakiness and the video quality. So I went ahead and I put the rice cup inside the rice. So if I spill anything, I'm spilling it in the pan. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about messing it up. I'm just spilling it in the can. And so that's not a big issue. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill it up with water. Basically, it has measurements on the pan itself, but I actually don't use that. I use my finger. So you see me shut my hands are clean, by the way. I'll put my finger and it goes to the first like cut on your finger of your pinky. It's probably different for some people, but that's how I measure it. And I like to make a rice medley, so I went ahead and put the rice in the rice cooker, and now I'm going into my freezer and I'm going to be putting in frozen vegetables. So what I really like is to make a rice medley. So I put peas and carrots or just whatever, dollar 50 can. I went ahead and opened this. You can see my bald head over here. So I'm unwrapping the dish. It's just kind of difficult to do with one hand. And now I'm recording upside down because that's what we do. So it's peas and carrots. I'll probably do a lot of inverting, unfortunately. This is the action shot right there. Ooh, look at that. Money shot. I'm putting peas and carrots inside the rice as it cooks, and I'll add some seasoning later on. You'll see me doing that. So I'm going ahead and adding garlic salt here. This is garlic salt. I like a little bit of garlic salt in my rice, so I'm just going to put it on top before I cook it. I'm putting it on the counter. I didn't realize I was recording upside down. I have sweet potatoes here. They're just white skinned sweet potatoes, very basic. What I like to do is I like to preheat the oven, and I'll get a knife and I'll put little heat cuts in them. So I'll basically stab the potatoes with my knife. So I have my knife, this is all action shots. So I'm basically recording my feet and stabbing the potatoes. It's just really hard to record with one hand. So I'm stabbing the potatoes so it can cook thoroughly. You want to basically stab them kind of all around and ensure that they cook correctly. So I'm just stabbing and stabbing. The good thing about this video won't be so long because I can kind of fast forward through parts. So I'm stabbing the potatoes. That's done. I already did this. So I stabbed the potatoes. I'm just fast forwarding. So once I stab the potatoes, you'll notice I have my oven set to 450 degrees. My rice is ready. I went ahead and put my sweet potatoes in the oven. Sweet potatoes take a long time to cook. Very long time to cook. So we're going to cook those 5 minutes. So I threw them in the oven. I went ahead and put more seasoning in my rice and I closed it. See, I turned it to on. I didn't realize I'm recording upside down. I really got to get better at this meal prepping stuff. I'll go ahead and flip this video in the YouTube video. So I kept moving my webcam. I probably need to do like a stationary camera. This cell phone camera is not very good. So then I'm logging into my Twitch chat. I'm making boneless chicken thighs I got from Safeway. They're at $8 for this whole entire package, which is a really good deal for boneless chicken thighs. And I'm making salmon as well. It's farm salmon. It's not wild salmon. So I'm spending time trying to log into my chat because I thought you can actually hear audio. This is my salmon I got, 100% guaranteed. It's going to be enough for a bunch of meals. I have my knife out. So what I'll do is I believe I grab these plyometric containers I got at a garage sale for $1. They're just big metal containers you can cook in the oven. So I pulled those out, and I'm going to pull aluminum foil. I like to cook my salmon in aluminum foil. I don't know, just kind of thing I learned in barbecuing, and I kind of take it over. You can cook it in a dish if you want, but I like the aluminum foil. So I put down my aluminum foil big enough for the salmon to fit on top of as a dish. I have my chicken pack. I'm going to go ahead and cut it open. I'm very basic meal prepper here. So I cut it open. My hands are clean. I just washed them. You missed that. I'm going to go ahead and spread the chicken apart in the containers. And normally, if you want, this white stuff is fat. You can't cut the fat off. I'm just super lazy, and I'm just not going to eat the fat. See, I'm grabbing it. I'm just going to give it to my dog. So what I'm doing is I'm spreading apart all the chicken so it can thoroughly cook in the glass containers. So I'll do that in both glass containers. I'll spread both of them to make sure that I have enough, space to cook them. So you see me doing that here. I'm just reaching in and just spreading them all apart so I can cook them. And then it's going. So I'm spreading it, spreading it. I'll try to speed the video up because there's some boring parts here. So again, I'm washing my hands. I'm using antibacterial soap. I actually am washing my hands, believe it or not. When you handle raw meat or salmon, you want to make sure you wash your hands. I'm using a sponge. I'm just showing you I am actually washing my hands between things. Because I think I moved to the salmon. I washed the knife as well. You notice that? Now I'm going over to the salmon. I'm putting the raw chicken meat over here. Get away from the rest of the food. I'll season everything a little later. So now I'm going to open the... It's kind of hard to open one packet. This is farm salmon. This is like $9, I believe, at Safeway. Oakland Safeway has a really good fish place. So I'm go ahead and I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to wash the salmon. You'll notice that I washed the whole entire salmon. I wash the salmon and I actually feel for bones. There's bones sometimes like right in the middle here. In the middle of it. I don't want any bones. So I'm going to go ahead and dry the salmon off. So now that I have the salmon all washed off, I went ahead and put it in the tin foil here. And I'm going to make some heat cuts. This is really important for people. Notice I'm not cutting all the way through the salmon. I'm just cutting little slits in it. This is so it cooks thoroughly when it's cooking. If you don't leave slits, it will be a little bit raw on the inside, especially if you're using an oven. So I'm putting a minced garlic pepper on it. So I love garlic. I'm a big garlic guy. I'm just throwing these are chopped up onions. I'm sorry, onions, minced onions. I got the whole container for $3. So I'm putting it on the chicken and the salmon at the same time. So notice I'm putting a healthy amount on everything. Then I'm pulling out my Miss Dash. Miss Dash is my girl. Miss Dash is delicious. I'm putting Miss Dash on all the chicken and as well as a little bit on the salmon. I like my seasonings for sure. So I'm seasoning with the Miss Dash. We have the minced garlic or the minced onions. I'm sorry, I keep calling it garlic. So I'm putting a little bit of Miss Dash on it. And then I'm putting garlic salt, a little bit of garlic salt. I don't like salt. And then now I'm going ahead and I checked on my rice. My rice is still cooking. I'm getting some normal black pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper as well. I know Miss Dash has a little bit of pepper in it, but this is fresh ground Trader Joe pepper, so I'm putting a little bit of pepper. So I'm putting pepper and I'm grinding it, getting fresh ground pepper. This is from Trader Joe's. It's just normal stuff. So I'm seasoning the poultry and I'm also seasoning the fish as well right before I cook it. I cook them together, you'll see later on. So I'm going to put that back and then I think I'm going to add So again, I'm putting a little bit more. This is onion powder this time around. So I put onions, Miss Dash, and pepper. That's how I usually cook my food. A whole bunch of stuff together. So we got the salmon and the chicken. Done. I'm going to put it back. These are all my seasonings I use. I'll go and pause it real quick. So I got onion powder, Miss Dash, pepper, garlic pepper I use sometimes salt. I use sometimes other stuff. So these are just my seasonings. It's gonna come out hella bomb. It comes out pretty good. I don't like spicy stuff, so you see me. I'm not using spicy stuff at all. I'm not a spicy guy. This is just very basic. It's very, very basic food. Like, I'm a basic guy. Like, I keep it simple as humanly possible. It's literally gonna be chicken. Notice how I'm putting my chicken in. Okay, see how I have my rack set up? I have a 2-rack. I have my sweet potatoes already cooking. You want to throw your sweet potatoes. They take like half an hour to cook. I'm putting it right in between the bottom so they'll cook faster. And I have my whole top open here. I'm going to put my salmon on top of that. So the flavor from the salmon, I'm going to roll it up kind of like... I don't want to close it. You want to leave it open so it can breathe and get enough heat in it. Because you want to cook the salmon for about 20 minutes. So I got it set up, and I'm basically making a container out of it. Now it's a base. This was actually, I was worried about dropping it right here. So I was really worried about dropping it. So I got the base, and you notice I'll put it on top of the chicken. So look at how clean my oven is. It's really dirty, actually. So notice there's a coil on top, and it's actually, I didn't capture it, but it's actually right under the salmon. And now I'm going to close the oven, and now I'm going to set it for 20 minutes. So what I like to do is I'll cook everything all together. So when I'm meal prepping, everything's done at the same time. My chicken's done, my salmon's done, and then I'll put all the main. I put it for 22 minutes. It's still cooking right now as we speak, and then the rice will be done in about 25. So everything will be done around the same time. And I believe I throw out the containers here, which is boring. You don't want to watch that. Oh, this is my meal prepping. So these containers are really nice. I got these from Amazon, my friend. They have a big section and a small section. They're you can basically, I put the meat and the poultry in the big section, and I'll put the sweet potatoes in the small section, and then I'll put the, I'm throwing food out here. You really don't want to watch this. Look at my broken tile. You can see my ghetto house. We're in Oakland. You can see how ghetto it is. Oh, Oakland town business. We got the trash, waste management. Anyways, back in the house. So I closed all my cabinets. So again, I have a whole bunch. I'll make probably 7 dinners. I'll make salmon, and I'll make chicken, and I'll do salmon and chicken in the big container, and then rice and sweet potatoes in the small. And then so when I get home from the gym, I don't have to worry about cooking. I just throw this in the microwave, heat it up, and my dinner's ready. That's why I like to meal prep. It just makes it so easy to do that. The foil around the coils. My food's actually done right now. So I'll go ahead and I'll record it with my other phone and me taking the food out and cooking it so you guys have audio. It won't be live stream. It'll be on my YouTube channel. So this is part 1 of meal prepping with Gotembro. If you guys like my channel, feel free to like, subscribe, respond. I'll try to make better quality stuff in the future and go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys later.